Hello, this is Tom Capshew, and you're listening to my Consciousness Rising YouTube channel. This is episode 14, and I'd love for you to like, subscribe, watch all the way through, and comment on my videos. I'm really glad that you're here today. Today we're going to talk about where to invest your attention and where to invest your life force energy. So, episode 12, we talked about the contracting or limiting trances that we can get into in the noosphere. If you watch my earlier episodes, you'll know the noosphere is that space where everything is created by humans. So human thought, human emotion, human belief, human activity, everything that's ever been made by humans, whether it's concrete or vehicles or skyscrapers or technology, everything human, past and present, is what I call the noosphere. And so in episode 12, we looked at trances that we can get into in the noosphere. When we're embedded in that noosphere, we can get into constricting trances, like the trance of fear or the trance of lack. If we look at positive or expanding trances in the noosphere, like we did in episode 13, we can look at trances like the trance of infatuation or the trance of flow, which is a positive, expanding trance that helps us to live into our potential. Today we're going to talk about where you invest your energy and life force, because many of us have been seduced into staying embedded in the noosphere, in that human created space, instead of getting out of that space and finding the potential and purpose and passion that was put there by our Creator. And so we're going to look at how do we go about getting to that place, and who do you want to bet on? Who do you want to spend your precious time, talent, and treasure investing in? Someone else's idea of who you are? Or do you want to find a way to get quiet from the outside noise and tune in to what is innate in your being that you were created to be? I believe that each one of us is a unique expression of the divine. By divine, I mean our common Creator. We can argue for the rest of our lives about our beliefs and what kind of label we want to put on our common Creator. Humans have been arguing about that for ages, for nearly as long as we could communicate with each other. And what we know is that something or someone, if you want to put a human flavor on it, something created us. We came out of the unseen world into the manifested world. I'm not talking about our parents and, the physical act of creating a baby. I'm talking about our spiritual essence that comes into us through the physical creation of our being and our body. So each one of us has been created through the energy from the unseen world, and my belief is that each one of us is a unique expression of the divine. And with that unique expression, we have innate gifts and qualities and potential. Every one of us is different. Every one of us has different ways that we can live into our potential. My belief is that we can't find that out in the noosphere. We can't go out looking for it and stumble across it as we're walking the streets of New York City or listening to beautiful music or listening to an inspiring speaker. Each one of us carries within us, in our heart, the seeds of our unique purpose and potential in the human form. So my question for you is, who do you want to be defined by? Do you want to be defined by some other humans, by your station in life, the human station that you were born into? I was born into lots of advantages as a human in today's present world. I was born masculine, I was born white, I was born in the United States. I have lots of advantages in the station I was born. And I've taken part and benefited from those advantages. But I've come to learn that those stations in my human form don't define me. What defines me is what I've found in my heart, the innate qualities and the innate purpose that my Creator placed in me through the breath of life. And so I am not defined by the noosphere, by what I've found in the world, by the opportunities I've found, by the ways that people have viewed me or tried to define me or even encourage me or even restricted me. What I've come to know is that when I quiet, I can hear and feel in my heart what is mine to do in the world based on how and what I was created to do. My belief is that every single human on the planet was created by our common Creator to bring more love into the world. And each one of us has a unique way to express that and to manifest that in our physical world. So you get to decide, who do you want to be defined by? Do you want to be defined by other humans in the noosphere? Or would you rather be defined by your Creator, by the love that brought you into the world, that you are made to bring into the world? So let me give you some examples. Let's start with some beautiful music. Where did the music that Mozart produced come from? Did it come from the noosphere? Did it come from him listening to some other great musician? He might have used listening to some other great musician as a way to hone his craft, but he didn't imitate anybody. My belief is that he listened carefully to the music in his heart, and he brought it out and wrote it down, and we're all benefiting from him listening carefully to his heart. So Mozart didn't go out into the noosphere to determine how to create beautiful music. He did it on his own by listening to himself. So how about Albert Einstein? How did Albert Einstein come up with the theory of relativity? He didn't do it by going out into the noosphere and finding a job that would suit him to make a living and to have a good lifestyle. He did it by listening to his heart and what compelled him to come to new understandings that had never been developed by other humans. So he brought forth something that was unseen into the seen world. And so he added to the noosphere with his unique expression of the gifts that he was given by our common Creator. So the third example I'll give you today is Vincent van Gogh. Where did his paintings come from? Did he copy somebody? No. He went inside and worked on the gift that he was given and created new things that had never been done before that continue to have beauty and value to this day. In fact, they have value in the noosphere beyond how he was valued when he was finishing production of those things. Exponentially more valuable than when he was painting. So all those examples have the same bottom line. Innate potential put there by your common Creator, and hard work. Hard work in blocking out all of the noise from the noosphere and tuning into your heart, and then honing your craft, getting better and better at it. So, my question for you today is, who do you want to bet on? Who do you want to invest your precious time, energy, and talent, and your life force energy? Do you want to invest it in someone else's idea of who you are? And we've got plenty of opportunities to do that, from our parents, our siblings, our spouses, our bosses, our culture, on and on and on. There's always somebody trying to tell us what our identity is and who we should be in the world. Or are you going to get quiet, block out all of that noise, and listen to that beautiful voice in your heart that tells you what your true path is to manifest the love that you were made from in this world, to manifest a unique expression of the divine that you were created to be. So, my wish for you today is to take some time to block out all of the noosphere in whatever way you feel is effective, whether it's taking a walk in the woods, going to the seashore and sitting on the beach, whatever helps you to block out all of the human created things, including their sense of who you should be, and listen to your heart so that you can find what I call your heart's song, which we'll talk more about in the next episode. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'd love to have some comments, and we'll see you in the next episode. Be well.